You've heard it said that a smoker can't have too many friends or too many pipes. Today, my friends, we are looking at my collection, 1-year collection of pipes. I started smoking pipes in October of 2024. We're about to wrap up September 2025. And today I'm going to share with you the pipes that I have collected in this 1 year of pipe smoking. We're going to begin with this one right here. This was my first pipe. This is the Peterson 307. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Tejano Piper. I want to thank you, everybody who has subscribed to this channel in this 1 year. Thank you for being on this pipe journey with me. All right. So I'm going to go down the list of all my pipes that I have, beginning with this one. This one I got off of eBay. When I started smoking pipes, I wanted to start off with something good. Something that was highly recommended, something that looked nice, something that was made of quality. And one of the first brands that I came across was the Peterson line of pipes. And everybody was saying, start off with an estate pipe. And when I found this one on eBay, its color, its grain, bird's eye, the cleanliness of it, the history behind the brand, I said, I think I'm gonna get this one. K&P Peterson, the Peterson 307. This one right now is my dedicated aromatic pipe. I mostly smoke cherry blends out of it. My favorite one, without a doubt, is Colt's Blood Red Moon and Molto Dolce, which is out of stock, but I have a couple of tins. And let's take a look at how it smokes. I really enjoy this one, without a doubt. At one time or another, everyone is on a path. You ask yourself, how many is enough? 5, 50, 500? We never know. But this is what we're starting off with in this 1 year. We're going to go down. This is a 6-pipe rack. These are my 6 pipes that I currently own, plus 2 more honorable mentions that I'm going to get into later. But these are my primary pipes. These are right here, these 6 pipes. And then I'm going to have 2 surprise pipes at the end of this video, so stick around. All right, coming up next, we have this corncob. It's a corncob pipe. So I went from one extreme to the other. I wanted a high-end pipe, well, what to me was considered the higher-end pipe, the Peterson 307. I wanted to go with something super affordable. So I went with this one here from Missouri Meerschaum, got it off their website, along with some Independent State tobacco, which was really good. This pipe, I've been putting everything through it, from aromatics to English to Virginias. I'm really fascinated with these uniquely made tobacco delivery vehicles, TDVs. All right, folks, let's keep on looking at these little details of the corncob pipe. If you're smoking, this is going to be a long video. Light up a pipe. We're going to be here for a while. The pipe, it corresponds to the rational part of the soul, which explains why we tend to picture wise figures when we're smoking pipes. So this is a video I did during 4th of July weekend, trying to be as American as I can, as a pipe man. Pipe smoking communicates a desire for temperance and a certain calm disposition toward the world. Today, folks, I'm reading some quotes also from The X-Pipe by Mark Irwin. It's one of the leading pipe books, and I got it on smoking pipes. We all know that book collectors who don't read, if you don't read your book, If a book is never read, it never really comes to life. Likewise, when a book ceases to be read, it pretty much dies. Pipes are the same way. If a pipe is never smoked, it never truly comes to life. And when it ceases to be smoked, it dies. Books are made to be read. Pipes are made to be smoked. There is a historical precedent that we think of our pipes as companions, as in the practice of those who brought us pipes in the 19th and 20th centuries. Pipes are companions, they're companion pieces. Companion pipes. People have carried their pipes with them in all sorts of situations, so it's awesome to be part of this practice. All right, let's move along. Let's put this corncob pipe away, and we're gonna rotate the pipe stand. By the way, this pipe stand, I also got it on eBay for like $20, and it's really nice. So got a little trick to slide the pipes in there. Sometimes you have to lift it, but it's really nice. I really enjoy it. All right, coming up next, this pipe. Let me tell you a little bit about this pipe. It is Bing's favorite, Savinelli Bing's favorite. So when I was on my pipe journey already about 4 months in, I already had a Peterson. I had a corncob. So I wanted a straight pipe. And one of the pipes that always came highly recommended from people in the YTPC was Bing's favorite. I certainly am a fan of Mr. Bing Crosby. Let's take a look at some close-ups of this awesome pipe. I believe it's sandblasted. I'm going to read you some quotes, some famous Bing Crosby quotes, as you smoke your pipe and I show you mine. There's no labor a man can do that's undignified if he does it right. When I'm worried and I can't sleep, I count my blessings instead of sheep, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. Frank Sinatra is a singer who comes along once in a lifetime, but why did he have to come in mine? Here we got a close-up look of something that I like about Bing's favorite. On the side there, it's got the golf club and the golf ball. Apparently, Mr. Bing Crosby was a fan of golf. Also, Christmas. I know Christmas time in the Christmas movie, I believe it's called White Christmas, where Bing Crosby comes out smoking in that movie. Apparently, that movie, White Christmas, influenced a lot of pipe smokers. And that's why during Christmas, a lot of people smoke their pipes. It reminds them of Bing Crosby, the importance of it. Christmas has a way of bringing out the best in everyone. Bing Crosby. That was a great game of golf, fellers. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. There's the back part, the under part of the Savinelli Bing's favorite, made in Italy. Every smoker his pipe. Our companions. There's a word that never loses its charm. Companion pieces. Every pipe, its smoker. Every smoker has a personality. Every pipe has a personality. So every smoker his pipe. Every pipe his smoker. All right, folks, I hope you're enjoying this video of my pipe collection. It is going to be a little long video, but hopefully you're enjoying the pipe right now and using this video as part of your meditative practice. They say that you learn a lot about a person by the pipes they smoke. If you want to, leave a comment down below. Let me know how your pipes reflect your personality. By looking at our pipes up close and personal and sharing it with others, we get to know not only about the person, but we get to know about the pipes, the history, why someone took up the pipe. Do you remember why you first packed a pipe? If you remember your first pipe packing experience, let me know. Let me know down below. I certainly remember mine. We all take time also to smoke our pipe. So let me show a little bit of video. You're probably wondering how the pipe smokes. Let's take a look. Building a rotation, 5, 50, 500 pipes. Building a solid rotation is the first and most enduring aspect of the hobby, followed closely by collecting pipes that have a strong appeal. How many do you have? How many do you need? How do you know you need them? When did you last spend time enjoying your collected pipes? Refrain from moral judgment. Merely observe and ponder. All right, this next one is a pretty interesting pipe, I must say so myself. As a fan of J.R.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings, by this time, halfway through my pipe smoking journey, about 6-7 months in, I started thinking, I need a wizard pipe. I need a church warden. In Lord of the Rings, that's pretty much what they smoked. So I started my journey, getting on the threads, forums, YTPC, to see what everybody recommended. And one of my favorite authors, modern day authors, I believe he has one of these, Mr. Malcolm Geet. He has one that was made for him by a pipe maker in Ukraine named Babonich. So I've already bought a pipe at my local brick and mortar, which was the Savinelli. I bought one on eBay. I bought one from an American company on their website. This time I go to Etsy. And on Etsy, I find Babonich. And he's got really nice pipes that he sells and ships directly from Ukraine. And they're all handmade. So this is a wizard pipe, but it's also, I'm supporting a pipe maker in another country who enjoys the same hobby as me. If you notice on these pipes, it's got two little dots up there on the top of the stem. That's so you can line it up. You can line up your pipe correctly. Mr. J.R.R. Tolkien would say that every time he would wake up, he would say, "Great, another day of smoking, another opportunity to smoke." He said, "Every morning I wake up and think, good, another 24 hours pipe smoking." In regards to hobbits, there's a quote from J.R.R. Tolkien that says, "I am in fact a hobbit, in all but size. I like gardens, trees, and unmechanized farmland. I smoke a pipe and the good plain food, but detest French cooking." I must admit, I haven't smoked this pipe as much as I should. I usually take out this pipe on a special occasion to commemorate Hobbit Day or something similar. So let's take a little bit of time here to watch some pipe smoking. This pipe is very fragrant. I like smoking pipes. How often it happens when one is smoking that the stopper is missing from the shelf, so you have to use your fingers. There's a poem I want to share with you guys from the book, The X-Pipe. It says, how often happens when one smoking, the stopper is missing from its shelf, and one goes with one's finger poking into the bowl and burns oneself. If in the pipe such pain doth dwell, how hot must be the pains of hell. That's a poem written by Sebastian Bach. Smoke anywhere, smoke contently. Your pipe is an able ally, comrade, and comfort, whether in the trenches or amid the flak and firestorms of life. All right, let's keep on moving, my friends. Last but not least, the last addition to my pipes. Actually, I've got two more to show you. I wanted another straight pipe after that wizard pipe, and I went to a tobacconist online, bought some of their tobacco, and on their website they had this cute little pipe that was only about $70. It's the Rattray's The Good Deal. I've really enjoyed this pipe for quick smokes, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I've taken this with me to work, and on my breaks, I'll go outside and enjoy some tobacco during my break. It smokes very well, and I'm very happy with it. I like the little silver band that it has between the stem and the briar. Briar quality is a big thing. Chamber geometry, how a pipe is held. A briar smoking quality is something beyond the pipe man's control. There will always occur spontaneous contemplative moments during smoking that defy logic and create an awareness of the sublime. I really like the way the red of this pipe contrasts with the black rustification. It's a good vehicle for the delivery of vitamin N. The amount of nicotine you can pack into this little pipe is good. They say that nicotine tolerance actually seems to increase with age. So I can see how this pipe, as small as it is, might not be something that our old timers might want to smoke. Those people that need a lot of vitamin N in their system, this might give them just a little zap, a little zing. All right, folks, let's keep on moving. So last but not least, about 2 months ago, Smoking Pipes had a sale, 20% off any Savinelli pipe. And I knew exactly which one I was going for. Let me tell you a little bit of story about this Savinelli Tundra, the 673KS, also known as the Friday Savinelli by Matches H60. We all know Matches. He's inspired a lot of people here on YouTube, and his favorite pipe was the Savinelli 673 that he dubbed the Friday Savinelli. I also would hear so much about this pipe being real good with English blends. So I had my bent pipe, straight pipe, wizard pipe, corncob pipe, I just needed one more. One more pipe and my collection would be perfect. Something with a low, wide bowl. And I think this one was it. And it was also 20% off. So I jumped on it and became a proud owner of a Savinelli 673 KS. This is the Tundra. The briar is a little bit darker, and the stem has this caramel blend to it. It's really nice. I really like the grain on this one. It's got a little dark grain. I appreciate the pipe as functional art. Fascinated with the way it's uniquely carved. As a tobacco delivery vehicle, TDV, this one does the job due to its wide chamber. Made in Italy, of course. They say that the pipe corresponds to the rational part of the soul, which explains why we tend to picture wise figures smoking pipes. The pipe can also be perceived as art by the critical discernment of the complex interaction of function and form, as designed and executed by an individual artisan or a community of craftsmen, subject in both cases to the laws of manufacture, aesthetics, and taste. Fashions come and go, and styles, finishes, stains, and engineering considerations evolve from one generation to the next. Common to all, however, is the ever-deepening consciousness of what makes a pipe a good pipe, whether understood by the individual pipe smoker or the community as a whole. All right, folks, we're about to wrap up this video here. Thank you for sticking around this long. I really appreciate you spending time with me. Spending more than 20 minutes with anybody is a challenge, I'm sure, as it is for me. So the fact that you are still watching this video really means a lot. One more thing, just one more thing I want to show you, and we'll be done. Let's put these pipes away and bring in the honorable mentions. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romulus and Remus. These two pipes that I'm about to show you, I bought them inspired by the author of Peter Pan, J.M. Barrie. In his book, My Lady Nicotine, he talks about a pair of meerschaums that he absolutely liked in the late 1800s. He was walking by a store and saw some pipes in the window. And he also noticed that somebody else was watching the pipes. Somebody else wanted to buy them. So he asked the person at the counter what the other person wanted. He said, well, he's looking at the pipes. So by the time he knew it, he went home, grabbed some money, came back to the store and bought the pipes. Not so much because he liked them, but because he didn't like the fact that somebody else was going to have the pipes that he wanted to buy. And he called them Romulus and Remus. He really liked his little meerschaum pipes. But in the book he says he never really loved them as much as his regular wooden pipe, his briar. These two pipes here, I've smoked mainly aromatics out of it, molto dolce, creme brulee. And I think I'm going to keep it that way. I haven't smoked any Virginias or English blends out of this. But then again, these are pipes that I haven't smoked that much, maybe a couple of times, no more than 10 times this year. But when I do smoke them, it is a very enjoyable experience. If you want to watch the entire video that I did on Romus and Remulus, you can go to my video history, and I've got an entire video dedicated just to them. Revered smoker, revered pipe man or woman, our days are consumed like smoke. Before we die, we sure want to know whether our smoking was pleasing to God. I think it is. We have learned that life is to be divided into 3 parts: work, prayer, and rest. In the 3rd part of a man's life, he sleeps and he eats and he rests to gather strength to work and pray again. The pipe's first gift is for this 3rd portion of a man's life, providing solace and comfort. And this is the first mystery of smoking. Muchas gracias, amigos. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Adios.